Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to House of Many Doors. Last episode we managed to make it to Goatstones. And, well, isn't this a lovely place we found ourselves in? And we're going to be going east this time because there are rumors of a trapped sun, a library. And, I mean, I can't resist that. I'm into books, in general. Now sure, we're unhinged and our fuel situation is looking pretty terrible, but counter-argument, we're not that far away from the City of Knives, where we didn't check if the shops sell fuel. Shit. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine, probably. Could you stop? Oh well. Let's visit the tree. A tree plucked from another world like a flower. I say cut it down for lumber. Why not? Wood's a rare commodity in the house, and worst case scenario, you can burn it for fuel, which I might need. Your crew set about the tree with axes. Soon all that's left is a mournful-looking stump. Nothing else to be found here. Scuttle on. And it actually eliminates the thing. Interesting. A great winged shape flies overhead. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I also see the blood all over the place. Which I'm still wondering about the explanation for that. It might have to do with the Chimeric Empire, who we briefly read about. Apparently they tried to conquer the Goatmen many times and failed. Which, I mean, tells me basically nothing. Side note, Sandy, if you could just find something, anything would be nice. Also, I have probably accumulated quite a few apprehensions. How do I find out exactly how many? There we are. 92. Okay. Yeah, that's like 6. Ooh. Should probably... should do something about that. Oh. Huh. When are these guys going to recover, by the way? I mean, a few of them have already, but still. A peaceful sleep. Keep going. I want to keep track of you guys, see when you start recovering a little bit. Even the smallest amount would be nice. If Rutherford here would do his job. Take it back. Yay, cryptoglyphic tablets. I mean, right now we're gonna sort of aim towards whatever this is. Just because I don't have anywhere else to go. So, well, I say. Hello, thing that will probably be fuel. Yay, lumber. Oh, they're all terrified. Isn't that awful? Feels so bad for them. Can I make it between these two? Yeah, I can. Again, why you would search for a drink here is beyond me, but go for it. You climb down into the dark and dusty wine cellar. The bottles are all smashed or looted. Just as you're about to give up and go back upstairs, you hear a noise. It's not the usual kind of strange noise that the house likes to throw at you. Screeches, whispers, ghostly laughter. Instead, it's a pleasant hubbub from above, a singing and a murmuring and a clinking of glasses. Somehow that's much more unnerving. You pause for a moment, listening. Then you climb back upstairs to investigate, and for just a moment, you see a pub bustling with patrons warm and bright and merry. And then it fades back into its cold, ruinous emptiness. Silence settles once more. A profound unease. That was a success, you say, huh? Interesting. I say. I mean, part of me doesn't want to just check the map every room, but at the same time I'm like, I mean, down 2 rooms it looks like. Oh, bye, you're gonna be fine probably, hopefully, maybe not. Hush. Dearie dear me. Pale moths. Oop. See, this is the problem. I look over here and I'm not paying attention to where I'm piloting the Kinetopede. Dearie dear me. Oh. Don't know what you are, but you look like you cause problems. Don't know what you are, but I don't want to fight you. Ain't got the power to. More lumber, sure, why not? Okay, that's new. I gotta toss over something. Oh boy. Lumber. Yeah, burn some in the engines for fuel, why not? Come on. Also, wasn't aware that sea was what gets me to cargo, so thank you. But also, not the time. Not the time. Oh, dearie dear me. Alright, so we can't gather more objects, that's good to know. Could gather more experiences, but really I need to unload my cargo somewhere. I've accumulated too much junk. Thanks for that. Because that's what I needed, the little laughing, crying, and breathing. What am I approaching? Because the house sounds more alive now, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. Could we stop being terrifying for one moment, actually? Sorry, whoa. Okay. There we go. Sorry, minor problem on my end. Anyway, going backwards, forwards. Is it just because I'm delirious? I hope that's what it is. Because otherwise I'm going to be... What? Abja's blessing. Your crew are performing their duties as usual, but they don't recognize you. You walk among them and their gazes flit over you unseeing. You open your mouth to shout for their attention, but you cannot speak. You can only splutter and choke, while your ignorant companions ignore you still. When you wake the next day, you can talk again. Your crew acknowledge you cheerfully. Now, this didn't... Keeping silent was good previously. Let's see what happens if I tell my crew what happened. Your crew comfort you, although whether they believe you is another question. Gained some sanity, but lost divine scrutiny from Abja. Okay. Speaking of which... Sorry, one moment. I can't open my journal. Oh, B. There we are. Now, I'm actually curious... Relationships? Yes, there was another god here somewhere. There you are, Scorthodon. The mountain and Scab, the coagulant god. A sanctioned deity. The one trait shared amongst all gods is holding a grudge. Yes, I'm aware of that, thank you. Interesting. Now, let's, keep going. Return. Pump the engines, shine lights, resume the journey. The unmoving star. Oh god, yes! A cold sun thousands of miles across, stolen by the house from some unfortunate solar system. 22 apprehensions, I can't imagine why. Will the unmoving star impress Bradley? The star banishes the house's darkness completely, shadows gnaw pathetically at the corners of the room. It swells and contracts with something like breath, vast, blazing, glorious. What is it meant to do, asks Bradley. Does it just sit there? My eyes hurt. Bradley, what the fuck is wrong with you? There is a sun in front of you. Just, like, maybe somewhere less bright, I guess. Possibly, but... Anyway. A day of contemplation. The darkness cannot reach you here. Flames rage in silence. Cinders dance on the breeze. A respite. You cannot look directly at the star, of course. Not if you want to keep your sight. Nothing but filling my memory box. Suppose that's it for now. I mean, it's not surprising that there's nothing to buy here, but at the same time, you'd think there'd be something else here. I don't know. Oh, well, what do we have? No details, so... Could get to Gondola or Eld Abrathat. Gondola is fairly close, and Founder's Fire isn't that far away. It might be best to go to Gondola and then Founder's Fire to refuel. Have to go there anyway, so yeah, south. Yes, this is a plan, somewhat, almost, not really. You know, I'm going to build up some of my stats. Specifically, Esoterica is the one I want to do. Can't remember who does that, though. Bradley? No, but I could flirt with you. That's disturbing as hell. Vigilance? No. You? Insight? You know what? Ask if she knows anything about the City of Glass. Oh, I know exactly where it is, says Sandy confidently. I went and visited there 2 years ago, actually. It didn't vanish, you know. It's still in the same place. It just made itself invisible to the unworthy. No luck there. Was it you? I would assume it has to be you, then. No. What? What? Ah, well, worry about it later, I guess. Not for now. For the future. To Gondola, ignoring you. So I don't want anything to do with you. Probably. I'm sure you have some kind of use, but at the same time, I got a full cargo, I got, you know, other things to do. So, bye. Sure. Technically over capacity. Well, I'm probably not going to need this color dust or the toad skin. There we go. Now stay out of their way. And let's see, how many to the east? One more to the east and then south. Anything here? Oh, great, bones. Now I gotta drop something else. Dragon spice, guaranteed not to cause spontaneous combustion, unless consumed in amounts greater than a teaspoon or near kindling or on grave days. Guess what's fuel now? I should actually pay attention to what the days are down here, shouldn't I? Or perhaps I shouldn't, but I would like to. Alright, just south the rest of the way. Man, I'm gonna really need to stock up on fuel if I want to go... Oh. Wait, someone has something to say? Hey, buddy. Rutherford is knocking at your door. You know what I saw out there, boss? He asks. For once you can't smell whiskey on his breath, though it might just be masked by the tobacco. Out there in the dark, I was so sure we were gonna die, I got blackout drunk and climbed onto the roof, waiting for some beastie to snatch me away. The dark was pecking at my skin, and I remembered that bastard Holdsworth, the chairman of the association. Someone came into his office to tell him that I'd been lost in the darkness, and he got this smug smile on his face. So I climbed back into the Kinetopede. Rutherford shrugs. Still thought we were gonna die, of course, but I didn't want to make it easy. I'm glad you didn't give up, man. Made a resolution, says Rutherford. I surrendered to the hideous impulse to give a shit. I need you to take me to the City of Masks. That's where the association's headquarters are. I'll go in there, get the evidence I need, and go to a much more fearsome authority than the City Watch, the newspapers. He offers you a cigarette. Nice. Looks like I got a new goal. I mean... I'm up for a little bit of anarchy, what the heck. Know anything about the City of Glasses? What, the City of Glass? It's blown dust to end, everyone's dead, says Rutherford, struggling to light his cigarette. Bloody lighter, don't know what happened to them, but they aren't alive today. I'll tell you that much. You'll be lucky to find bone fragments. Fair enough. I cannot tell if you guys are healing at all or not. I really can't, and it's kind of annoying. Gather news first, of course. Gossip is a Gondolan pastime, and I could use gossip. Parafoul apes have set fire to the fishery district. Good to know. The ancient practice of water burial has been temporarily outlawed, thanks to the increasingly shallow sea. Disturbing, but okay. And, wander the walkways, why not? Not much happens here, they tell you, unless you count the fires. Everyone has stories about the fires. Parafoul apes infest the jungle. Squat simians who only recently discovered fire and are entirely too fond of it. A fisherman who volunteers at the Firefighters Guild tells you, matter of fact, about the time he rescued 3 children from a burning shack. They'll love this story back at the City of Keys, though they'd prefer a citizen protagonist. Yeah. Can I sell any of my stuff, by the way? Nope. Cool. Not entirely surprising. Help Otto capture a pyrophile ape, because that's the goal here. Wow, this is a bad Really? 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 The townsfolk are keen to help out. If the apes get too numerous, it can be a terrible fire hazard. They send a hunting party with you, out into the thicket of jungle at Gondola's heart. You head towards a thin column of smoke, and come upon one of the apes, small as a child, red-furred and grinning, rubbing 2 sticks together in the branches of a mangrove tree. I mean, obviously ask him for advice. Pyrophile apes are attracted to dragon spice, says Otto. You know, that thing that you just burned in your engines. But that is a rare commodity. We could use a net, but that runs the risk of frightening it away. Let's just be friends with it. Sure, coax it down. You chirp up to the ape in as friendly a fashion as you can muster. It hops down onto your head and good-naturedly attempts to ignite your hair. Don't let it near any matches, kerosene, or kindling, warns one of the Gondolans. You see what it can do with just 2 sticks? He points up, the damp branch is smoldering now, flecks of ember dancing in the breeze. Then, with a dull whoomph, a flame catches. Good! Return to the Kinetopede. Otto strikes a match and holds it up to the caged ape. It presses its face between the bars, eyes wide and fascinated, shivering with otherworldly pleasure. Pyrophile apes discovered the secret of fire and apparently decided it was all they wanted. I'm curious to test how intelligent they actually are. Otto shakes out the match, and the ape groans in disappointment. Well, we can't get more fuel here, which kind of really sucks. I mean, I guess leave. We've got to go south, I guess? Because, I mean, we need to get to the Founder's Fire, right? Because that place, hopefully, fingers crossed, has fuel. And with fuel, we actually have a chance of surviving. Which would be nice. Hello, dirigible. I'm just gonna bypass you real quick. Because I'm just that fast. Victory, sort of, almost. Not really. Because this thing's in the way now. Good. Nope. Haha. I'm still faster than you. Whoop, I am blocked by my notes. That was a mistake. So, am I over Founder's Fire yet? Not really, but I'm gonna go south anyway. This is not good. This is distinct in its ungoodness. I mean, I can burn the lumber, don't get me wrong. I have solutions, but... I suppose it'll be fine. Maybe if I turn out the heart light, I'll burn less fuel. Well, there we go. So, lumber's gone. All of a sudden, for some reason, it's gone. Get going. Also, good to note, 0 fuel means 0 fuel. It's kind of annoying, but okay. So south and to the west. Didn't even faze me. It's all good. It's all good, we're almost at Founder's Fire, and then everything will be just fine, although getting the Optivore Hawk is going to be a pain in the ass. Otto, you got anything to say to me? Nope. Peaceful sleep. Sup? Could get more spirit, which might not be a bad idea, actually. Well, we'll leave it for now. Good. Gather some news. Thank you. Yeah, repair the hull. And delve into the Founder. Okay, so I have to get reputation. Okay, fine, whatever. Anyway, buying things. Fuel. Oh my god, no. I mean, I need the fuel, but at the same time, oh my, no. Oh, and the dragon spice was worth so much. Oh. And Aranax silk's not really worth that much, but it's fine, I guess. Fine, take a glimpse of another world. And nothing else of value here. Good. Good. Well, okay, I guess we're buying some fuel. 5 should get us there. Get us there being City of Keys, because that's where we're headed. Couldn't I give you guys information before? Not anymore? Good. Bid for their favor, I guess. Rumor has that one of the prince's hands shall be attending a party at a grand estate in Belovia's Boulevard. This would be a perfect opportunity to get close to one of the prince's closest advisors. Don't have an invitation, of course, but that shouldn't stop you. Test of Guile. Bluff your way in. The doorman is a 7-foot creature with rubbery gray dolphin-like skin. It points its broad face in your vague direction and demands to see an invitation. I am shocked that that worked. Phew boy. You make a convincing show of having forgotten your invite. Your fine clothes and mannerisms do the rest. The dolphin thing at the door blubs an apology and lets you pass. The estate is a sprawl of gardens, fountains, and marble. Fireworks sparkle and crackle overhead. You drift between clusters of minor nobility, making small talk, before finally alighting upon your target. The prince's hand is a handsome man of indeterminate age, his long blonde hair wrapped in a tight bun, his beard short and impeccably trimmed. His right arm ends at the elbow, and his suit sleeve has been neatly buttoned up to cover the nub. Neither of these are good choices. I don't think this is a good choice. We're gonna go with this. A test of esoterica. Discuss policy and economics. The prince's hands both oversee the day-to-day administration of the entire principate. He must be intensely interested in this sort of thing. Or perhaps this is a bad idea, but... fuck yes. The prince's hand listens to you with a condescending smile at first, but soon you can tell he's genuinely interested in the conversation. You compare statistics and nuggets of obscure political history, hash out your disagreements, and together build a theoretical paradise and a cautionary dystopia. Finally, he leaves to attend an appointment that he's already 20 minutes late for. He had a twinkle in his eye. Perhaps he made an impression. The rest of the party is a bore. You manage to slip away before the 7th speech. Interesting. The Principate celebrates rather than imprisons its new visitants. The city's streets are a hubbub of bizarre otherworldly fashions. The heave of the city swallows you instantly. Alien beings of unrecognizable aspect glide among the crowds, attracting very few second glances. A clucking family of chicken-headed pygmies stream past you, arguing loudly. A man with the hindquarters of a zebra lies in the gutter, one delicate leg bent wrongly, begging for coins. A man with horns and charcoal eyes tries to sell you peanuts. You walk through tiny ghettos, some less than half a street, filled with creatures you've never even heard about. All of them cling to the relics and traditions of their old world. It's dizzying, breathtaking, headache-inducing. You return to the Kinetopede knowing that you've barely scratched the surface. And now, since we have this access, why not? Delve into the Founder. The fires of the Founder roar, devouring the darkness above, but not the darkness below. Oh. At the top of the Founder, the roar of the engines consume all noise. To get here, you had to call in a few debts and favors. A foreigner delving the Founder is a minor sacrilege. Your reputation in the Principate will suffer a blow. The floor vibrates beneath your feet. Your crew follow you through vast steel halls. These upper floors have long since been picked clean by the Prince's scavengers. Interesting. Head deeper still. You pass the engine's core. Its glow is so bright it almost blinds. You step into a featureless vault. The door slams behind you. Contamination detected. Stammers a disembodied voice above. Incineration procedure initiated. Steel nozzles slide from the wall around you. They begin to glow red. Search for an emergency shutdown button, hopefully. Oof, boy. There, a button on the furthest wall. Why would they make it in the wall the exact same color? If you knew who built this place, they'd receive a strongly worded letter of complaint. You punch the button so hard it breaks. Procedure cancelled, says the voice, and the door hisses open. I mean, let's head deeper, I suppose. Possibly. This may be a bad idea. To reach the other side, you are forced to hop from crate to crate in a vast, miles-deep storage room. Joe Chalk, your gunner, lands badly on his final jump. The entire crate tower wobbles beneath him, fingers inexorably slip. Perfect. Now no one will know that I lost audio for the last 2 minutes of this recording. Except for the people who actually paid attention to that last sentence. Yes, we're doing sort of post-commentary, really just filling in dialogue at this point. Didn't see what choice we made. With your encouragement, Joel Chalk rights himself and leaps to safety just as the tower collapses. Ah yes, shouting encouragement. Good. Deeper. Heat. Sweltering heat. A crew member faints and must be dragged up top for air. Small metal spheres float overhead, broadcasting tinny music at an unpleasant volume. At first it's bearable. At first. Lose some sanity, but oh well. The door hisses open as you approach, belching cold vapor. Have a nice day, it commands. You have reached the end of the first floor. A nearby glass column is smashed open, rusting the metal with spilled contents. You find a wrinkled thing with teeth curled up in the puddle, ancient and mummified. Clearly, the aliens that used to inhabit this ship, this starship, that they built the city around. And I mean, part of me wants to head deeper. Of course, that part of me is the part of me that hasn't been tormented by this game for far too long, so heading back, I suppose. Dearie me. But no other options here. I'm finding that a lot of these places don't really have much in the way of options. I think we're just going to rest and recover here and then probably call it a day. Because, well, there's nothing else to do in this city. A disturbing nightmare. Your fevered mind leaps between images, teeth in the sky, pearl-white, mountain-sized, descending. 8 kings and queens at a feast, forcing feathers and sunflowers and dripping meat down their gagging throats. An armored man laying his sword before a swollen ink-black heart. Yes. I suspect that these are places deeper in the house. That there's actually a place where these things go on. But sadly it's not for us to know at this stage. Not just yet. It's also not for me to know what exactly we're doing for this last couple moments. Just look at concerns. Ah, dear. The good news is that I shouldn't have this particular issue anymore, in theory. In theory, the problem is solved, but, well, these things do occasionally happen. So thank you for sticking with me for the last couple moments. But for now, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly. And I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.